On this day, October 15th, 1997, Cassini, Huygens, was launched into space. Cassini, Huygens, or Cassini for short, was one of the most ambitious and one of the most interesting and one of the most profitable probes to be sent into space. Profitable not in terms of money, but in terms of knowledge. Cassini was sent to the Saturn system, which is really what it is, with all those various moons, some very interesting, its rings, and the planet itself. I remember over the years seeing photos and hearing about all the interesting things that were happening. Now, Cassini was an Italian fella a long time ago, and Huygens was a Dutch astronomer. So the Cassini guy, Giovanni Domenico Cassini, he discovered Saturn's ring divisions and 4 of its moons. And Huygens was named after an astronomer, mathematician and physicist, Christian Huygens, who discovered Titan, the largest moon surrounding Saturn. The Huygens probe landed on Titan and it left Cassini and landed and was able to send a kind of helicopter thing that was able to fly over the surface and take photos of methane rivers, ice rocks, because ice out at that point in the solar system is as hard as granite. So water and ice is kind of like a stone out there, because it's so cold. And methane, which is here only a gas, is a liquid. So it's like water of Titan. And so we got some amazing images of Titan. We found that they call them seas, they're probably more large lakes. But some of them are the size of like Lake Superior and the other Great Lakes. So these are not irrelevant things, and it would be very interesting to be able to see more of it. Unfortunately, the Huygens probe didn't last that long. But Cassini, what it did was incredible. The pictures you're seeing in this video are all from the Cassini mission, of the various moons, rocks that they call moons, and Enceladus. Now, Enceladus was probably the thing that I found most interesting. An ice-covered moon, much smaller than our moon, and yet it has a sea, and it sprays fountains of water miles into the atmosphere of that moon. Most of it comes down as snow on top of Enceladus. Much of it goes into the rings and is creating a new ring. This picture you see, they found that the storm at the pole of Saturn is a hexagon, not a circle. And that has got a lot of people talking about why. Obviously a hexagon is a natural shape. We see it in honeycombs, we see it in rocks, like a giant causeway. So it is a very natural structure, or natural shape. Some people have said, oh, it's evidence of aliens or something, but I doubt that. So here we have a photo of Titan, and here was the original rocket. 1997. That was almost a decade before my cousin was born. A long time ago. Almost a different world. And it is gone now. 2017, they crashed the Cassini probe into Saturn. And that was the end of its very long mission. But it didn't only see Saturn, although that was the aim of the Cassini mission. It had to go around the sun and back out, and it took photos of us, and it went out up into Jupiter, and it slingshotted around Jupiter and took a few interesting photos of Io in front of Jupiter and Jupiter from further away. So it had quite an interesting life. And I think that we should all be very thankful that this happened. Now since then, we've had New Horizons, which was also a very interesting mission as well when it went past Pluto and it showed us those pictures. But it was Cassini, I think, that started this off. The modern era of space exploration. So here we can see the Huygens probe being attached to the Cassini probe. And it's very big. So, between Titan, Enceladus, its other minor moons, the rings, Jupiter, and even Earth, Cassini was a massive success. And it has inspired further missions and further funding for other missions. So, on this day, in 1997, Cassini launched into what would be an amazing adventure. And the great thing about something like this, although it is history, it holds so much promise for the future. If you like these videos, please subscribe, comment, and like. And come back tomorrow for more.